or you wanted to invest in Africa, but you're just not sure if it's a good idea or even where to invest your money in? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you how I got started investing back home as I'm based out of Toronto, Canada. What's up? My name is Eris and welcome to Diaspora Achievers. In this channel, I'll take the African diaspora on a journey to creating businesses that contribute to the development of the continent, help change the African narrative, and help you gain financial freedom. So if you're new here and you want to join me in this journey, first of all, go ahead and click on the subscribe button below this screen or this video, so that, and as well as the notification bell, so that you get notified every single time I release a new video to help you get closer to your goals. And number two, in the description text you would see below, click on the link that will allow you to download a booklet that I put together where you would get a case study on the obstacles that the diaspora faces when investing in Africa and how to overcome it. You would also get two great bonuses. I'm not going to tell you much about it. Just go ahead, look at the description text and click on the button below. All right, so now let's get into today's topic. I'll start off by sharing with you how I got started, and towards the end of the video, I'll get into how that motivation has developed as I accumulated experience. So stick to the end. So every time I was going on vacation back home, or my financial contribution was required for activities like weddings, funerals, and all that stuff, I found myself having to send money from Canada or travel with it. You probably could relate. So I thought to myself, why not start a business over there that will pay for my contributions locally, pay for my vacation when I need to go visit, and help support my relatives in terms of giving them a job. I thought all I had to do is make one large investment, send it over there, and get things started. And that's it. No more need to send money over. In essence, my money allocation will be compartmentalized, which means that on one hand, all the money needed for all the activities back home will be addressed by that business, and everything else over here or anywhere else in the world will be supported by the money I make over here. Sounds like a cool proposition, right? Well, that essentially was my initial motivation for starting a business back home. And now throughout the years, I had started a taxi business, invested in a natural juice production unit, and run a chicken farm, just to name a few. Those experiences might not be the most profitable, but definitely they were the ones where I had learned the most. Actually, let me know in the comment below if you'd like me to talk about all of my failed attempts to investing back home. So about 5 years ago, I had about 10K to invest, and I know if I didn't invest it right away, I was going to burn it and regret it later on. However, I wasn't quite sure where to invest it. I debated between investing in it in the stock market, but I didn't know much about it. Plus, I wanted something more tangible, not necessarily liquid, but tangible. Then I thought about investing in real estate over here in Toronto, but I had already done that, so I kind of knew that space a little bit, and I wanted to try something different. So after doing a bit of research, nothing really got me fired up. So I simply went back to my old desire of investing back in Africa, which has always excited me. Plus, I thought I had learned some lessons from my previous experiences and was ready to get back at it again. But now I still needed to figure it out which area to invest in. A friend of mine had told me about programs from the United Nations and government agency where they would purchase your entire production while providing you with financial and or technical support. He was referring to the corn business. This was an eye-opener for me because it's a crop that I had known my entire life. However, I had no idea of how much crop was used for oil, flour, and more importantly, to feed livestock. So I started educating myself and reaching out to knowledgeable folks I knew in the industry, because I already had an idea of who to sell it to when I'd start producing. My next question became where to find the land to grow the corn and what type of seed should I get and where should I get it from. Mind you, I had to validate that those institutions will be willing to pay for my production. So because it was my first go at it, I wanted to try it out on a small scale, essentially a small piece of land. So I was able to secure one that was family owned to run my pilot project. Once the piece of land was available, I started researching the different type of seeds to use. So I had narrowed down my selection to 4 different varieties. And I decided to divide my piece of land into 4 different areas, where each area will have a different type of corn. And came time to production, I would compare the quality and the yield. When that was done, it came time to hire, plan, monitor, and control. That's really where the rubber met the ground. And it's a whole different topic for another video. In this video, I really wanted to focus on how and why I got started investing in Africa from Canada. So let me know in the comment below if you'd like me to put together a video that goes into the details of my experience planting corns. With that being said, and as I said earlier in this video, my motivation had evolved over the years to today, where really my focus now is to build businesses, and ecosystem and mindset that help develop the continent while making me money. So before I go further, can you already tell me in the comments below the error I made in my first go at it in agriculture back home? Well, because I love y'all, I'm gonna tell you right away what it is. So I started looking for land, looking for seeds without having a proper plan of action. And what I mean by plan of action is making sure that there were actual demand for what I was looking for, making sure that I had the material and the human capital lined up to do the work. So there's a lot of pre-work that needed to happen, but I was so excited to get started that I jumped right in. That was my bonus for today. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the like button to encourage content like this for the Diaspora on YouTube. So once you've done that, I'd love to hear from you the reason why you were wanting to invest in Africa or get more involved in Africa. Let me know in the comment section below this video. Peace out.